This week, President Trump has really not had much success. He's made a lot of noise, he's continued to tweet, his allies have continued to allege without evidence that there was vote fraud. But apart from a very small victory in the Pennsylvania courts, where about 2,000 votes were excluded, they had minor errors on them, we haven't really seen much in the way of a victory for the president. The Georgia recount just restated the fact that President-elect Joe Biden won there. They've had other defeats in the courts. Michigan seems to be on course to certify its results that Joe Biden won there as well. And time is running out for the president. He's trying different things, but the clock is ticking and time is against him. I think at this stage, the overall strategy is to throw everything and see what sticks. We saw Rudy Giuliani and other members of President Trump's legal team at the headquarters of the Republican Party, and they gave an extraordinary press conference where they made these wild allegations of a communist conspiracy to rig the election against President Trump.
I think the logical conclusion is this is a common plan, a common scheme. It comes right directly from the Democrat Party, and it comes from the candidate.
Sidney Powell, one of President Trump's lawyers, talked about Venezuela, talked about China, talked about the names of voting machine manufacturers that were somehow in league with these communist governments, and none of it really was backed by any evidence, but it indicated that they're not backing down. I think it indicated that the wilder side of the theories about what happened have taken hold at the very top of the party. Giuliani seems to have stepped in to help try to salvage the president's legal campaign against the election results. Some early suits, some early court hearings went against the Trump campaign. They suffered a string of defeats. And what we understand is that the president and Giuliani kind of got together and decided that Giuliani would seize control of the legal campaign across the country. In Pennsylvania, Donald Trump's campaign has filed a federal lawsuit which alleges that Republican voters were disadvantaged illegally because voters in some Democratic-leaning counties were allowed to fix errors on their mail ballots, whereas Republican-leaning counties did not invite voters to do that. Giuliani went to Pennsylvania to appear in court for the first time in almost 30 years in a federal court. It's fair to say I think he was a little bit rusty. He came under questioning from the judge about various matters of legal procedure and legal technicalities, and he struggled to answer those questions.
The best description of this situation is it's a widespread nationwide voter fraud, of which this is a part.
There was a chaotic process in Wayne County, Michigan, which is where Detroit is, where Republicans on the committee that approves the election results, first of all said they weren't going to certify, then they backed down and agreed to certify. Then one of them got a call from the president himself, which is incredibly unusual, and she tried to take that back and tried to not certify again, but was told she couldn't, it was too late.
Shame on you. Shame on you for leading to this level of corruption.
And it really is a last gasp effort. They're throwing lots of different things into the legal system in these battleground states to see what sticks, if anything, but all signs point against them.